You are standing in front of your machine with two nearly identical icons on your screen, but clicking one or the other changes your entire relationship with your hardware. It is a fascinating study in digital personality. We have the official corporate slicer on one side and the community-driven rebel on the other. They share the same underlying code. They look like twins, but their souls are worlds apart. If you go with the official software, you are opting for a polished, seamless experience that feels like using a high-end smartphone. It is built by the manufacturer for their own machines. Everything just works. You have got cloud syncing that moves your files around effortlessly. The color management for your multi-material units is handled with a level of grace that makes the whole process feel almost automatic. For a beginner, this is the dream. You just want to hit a button and see a physical object appear a few hours later. You do not want to be a scientist. You just want to be a maker. Not going to lie, for people who just want to hit print and not think about it, that tight ecosystem is a real strength. But there is a catch. This software lives inside a walled garden. The company holds the keys to the kingdom. We saw this play out recently in early 2025 when a firmware update changed the way third-party tools can talk to the printers. The company wants to keep you in their ecosystem. They want to control the experience from start to finish. Which slicer you choose here is also quietly a choice about how much control matters to you. For many, a closed system is a fair price to pay for reliability. But for others, it feels like a leash. That is where the community version comes in. It started as a branch of the official code, but the developers took it in a much more aggressive, open direction. It does not care what brand of printer is sitting on your desk. It supports over 100 different machines from various brands right out of the box. If you run a fleet of different printers in your workshop, this is your universal remote. The real power move here is the calibration suite. This is not just a handful of sliders. It is a full-blown laboratory. You have dedicated tests for flow rate, pressure advance, and temperature towers. The best part is that the results actually stick. They save directly into your material profiles, so you never have to repeat the work. If you are printing with difficult or exotic materials, this level of control is not just a luxury. It is a necessity. It is the difference between a print that looks okay and a print that looks like a factory-made part. The official version added some of these features recently, but they are limited. They only work on the specific brand of hardware, and the settings do not persist in the same way. You are left with a choice between convenience and capability. Do you want the software to do the thinking for you, or do you want to be the one turning the dials? You can actually run both at the same time. You do not have to choose a side today. Use the official one for your quick daily tasks. Fire up the community version when you need to push the boundaries of what your machine can actually do. One offers a smooth path. The other offers a map to the entire world. Both are free. Both are excellent. But only one of them gives you total freedom over the hardware you already own. Now you know which one is actually worth it for your setup.